Hey guys, welcome to your bi-weekly love reading. This is for Scorpio. So if you are Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising, these messages are for you for the weeks of November the 17th through the 30th of 2019. I want to thank you guys for liking, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. I ask that you all please continue to do so. Remember, these are general readings, so they may or may not resonate, but hopefully they do give you some clarity. Excuse me. Also, if you want to book your own personal or private reading, you can email TemajTarot@gmail.com. That information is in the description box below. If you are, and payments are collected on Fridays. And then if you want to reach me by phone, that's a different process. Normally I post a notification for saying when I'm taking calls, so make sure to look out for that. Make sure you're subscribed so that you can see when I post those notifications. But I usually try to take the calls between Monday through Thursday, 1 to 5 p.m. Mountain Time. All right, so here we have the central issue, heart of the matter, as the Five of Cups, the Devil, Four of Cups, Two of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, and the Hanged Man. Okay, so immediately I'm getting like a similar energy that the Taurus reading had, and I know your signs are opposite one another, so just off the bat I feel that planetary transits are affecting your love life in a sense that are making you feel sad about something or disappointed. So yeah, I know that also Mars is getting ready to enter Scorpio. Mercury is getting ready to go direct. And then we already have Uranus in Taurus, so it may be opposing your sun or some personal planets that are causing some sort of disruption. So, you know, Five of Cups, it just looks like, and then also the Four of Cups. So something's going on where emotionally someone is unavailable. Maybe you've been trying to reach out to someone who doesn't want to talk or who just isn't ready to talk, or you're interested in someone who's still going through a breakup, so they emotionally, they're just not there for you. It's like they can't really focus on anything else but their own selves right now. This person needs to heal, or maybe this is your energy. Someone keeps trying to get your attention. Someone wants to be with you, but you're just kind of like, I'm not over my past yet. I'm not ready to open up. I'm still grieving. Leave me alone. So I feel like someone wants to be left alone. Someone is not finished having a pity party. Even if this is more so about your friends or family members trying to cheer you up, I just feel like you would be like, no, I don't want to talk about it. There could be a Capricorn on your mind. Or like I said, you could be dealing with a Taurus or even a Virgo. You may be having a hard time moving on, like seriously a hard time. It's like maybe you are now consumed with the past, someone from your past, or someone from your past is like consumed with you still. Someone looks like they're also possibly sad or depressed about something. And it's just, you know, feeling bad. So I just kind of feel like you may be grieving or going through something right now. I feel like you might be emotionally closed off. You're coming off as very guarded. I feel like you might also be hiding or grieving in secret, like people don't know that you're really going through something or don't know that you're hurt. So you might be wanting to just be left having just very personal and private thoughts and just being closed off from other people. I almost feel like maybe you don't even really feel like dating right now if you're single. I feel like some of you are recently single and going through a breakup. If you're in a relationship, something's going on where you or your partner is, you know, feeling depressed about something. Maybe they're depressed about work, but is carrying over into the relationship. So there's someone, you know, I feel like there's a cloud over the relationship, or there's a cloud over you. Some of you is, maybe you've been single for a while and you are just like, when is love going to come into my life? When am I going to find love? And it's like you're being patient and waiting for things to happen, waiting for things to manifest, but it just seems like it's taking so long. But the Seven of Pentacles does indicate that something's happening. It's just not happening as soon as you would like it to. So you really have to distract yourself by finding other things to get into. Maybe there's a time, maybe you should start focusing on meditating again, or, you know, trying to evolve spiritually. There's something happening where maybe you're also too focused on a lot of material things right now. And there's an imbalance, because the devil does indicate some sort of excessiveness or imbalance in your life. So I'm not sure what you're depressed about. Maybe you gained weight and you feel bad about it. Maybe you don't make enough money, you feel bad about it. Maybe you're upset about a lot of things that you feel like you're being picked on by the universe. Or, you know, maybe things just haven't been going your way and it's just affecting you, period, your focus. Now I also feel that, like I said earlier, there's someone that is wanting to get your attention, but I just feel like you're not interested. Either you're waiting for someone else specific, or the person that's trying to get your attention just is not who you are interested in whatsoever. So you don't want them, you don't want to deal with them. You may be feeling like, you know, things are just on hold here. There's a need for you to see things from a different perspective, though. I feel for some of you, in order to have love, there's something that you need to sacrifice that you're not willing to let go of yet. Something that you're holding on to is holding you back. For a lot of you, I feel like it just is outright memories. Yeah, I just feel like you're still consumed about memories about someone else. You're still latched on. Maybe you were addicted to someone's good looks. Maybe you were addicted to someone's sex. Maybe you were addicted to someone's money. I feel like it has to do with material things, but there's a need for you to look at things from a spiritual standpoint of view. Some of you may feel like you're hanging on by a thread. I also feel there's a need for you to just kind of surrender to the moment, to embrace it. I don't know if you are in denial about the fact that you could be depressed. I feel like if you could just let it out, if you could, I don't know. Yeah, if you could just let it out, there's something that you may be needing to admit to yourself. I feel like you would feel better. It's almost like a hangover. Like you feel better after you throw up. I feel like you need to purge some things and then you'll feel better. Maybe it is just a literal hangover. Maybe someone also could be an alcoholic and someone is regretting getting involved with someone that is an alcoholic, or maybe this is something that you're just dealing with on your own. You're like, I need to break this bad habit. I've been drinking too much, or my health is getting too poor. So there is some sort of excessiveness, I feel, that could be going on. Let me look at the Two of Swords a little more. Some of you are acting very suspicious about the people around you, like you don't trust a lot of people. I feel like you're ready to cut somebody's throat off if they try to do anything against you to hurt you. I think for some of you, it's about being, you know, like I said, being vulnerable to love. Either you are in denial about an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or an air sign is in denial about you. You may be blocking someone, or someone is trying to block you. You may be torn or at a crossroad between an air sign and another person. You might be hiding the fact that you are into your friend, especially if it's a same-sex situation. Maybe you're like, I don't think my friend is like that, or there's this person that I like, I don't think they're like that, but I really like them that way. Someone is getting ready to express how they feel. They're going to come out clean. They're going to come clean with their feelings for you, or you them. Yeah, so there's going to be communication. There's going to be clarity. I feel like this is a case of victory. A decision will be made, especially if you're at that crossroad. I feel like a decision will be made. It's like, okay, maybe too you were trying to see things from a different perspective, like especially if you were torn between two people and you were trying to compare the two and trying to see who's the person that would fit, who fits with your lifestyle or your life path, who's a better match. And so after putting a lot of thought and consideration into taking action, you say, okay, this is who I'm going to decide to move towards. So I feel like you're also quiet because you're strategizing. Now also this can go the other way around. Someone is observing you in secret because they're trying to make some sort of decision. They are weighing their options. They're juggling. They're like, this person is like this, but this person but this person. So they're kind of like going back and forth. And then something happens where they're like, I got it. Okay, this is who I'm going with. This is the best decision. I thought about all sides. I've looked at it from all angles, and I'm ready to make some sort of decision. So someone may be, even if you have no clue about this, maybe someone's been observing you and thinking about you in a romantic way, but they're getting ready to confess that they have, you know, those feelings for you. Now I also see a situation where someone is supposed to be in a commitment, but they're thinking about somebody else. Yeah, I'm seeing some sort of daydreaming and fantasizing going on as well. I feel like some of you are deciding to walk away from somebody. I don't know who you're walking towards. You might be walking towards an air sign, or an air sign may be walking towards you. But I feel that regardless, it's like some sort of sacrifice had to be made in regards to this decision. Some of you are feeling like no one connects with me the way this person does. And so you've been turning down offers. You've been, you know, regretting something. And I feel like you just want this. You want that emotional fulfillment. There's an emotional void going on with you guys. And maybe you just couldn't quite put your finger on it. Maybe you have been trying to date other people, and it's like you see somebody else through each people you meet, or you just keep comparing each person that you start to date to somebody else, and you're like, I can't, everybody I date, I see this person. You know, I'm trying to put myself out there, but I can't let go of the past. Nobody reminds me of this person. I think there is an emotional connection. I don't know if you guys do it, but you know, I sometimes when I reflect about the past, I have 4 categories. I have emotional category, spiritual category, intellectual category, and a physical category. And it's like I feel like, you know, those are my main 4 things like that are important to me: physical appearance, intellectual connection, spiritual connection, and emotional connection. And maybe for some of you, you're not making some sort of deep connection. And it's funny because I was just talking about that, like, despite like certain people that have been coming towards me, there has been a lack of spiritual, it's been a lack of spiritual and intellectual connections. It's like, you know, something's missing. You know, I could tell. I hate these surface level conversations. You know, not saying that every conversation needs to be the sun, moon, and the stars. You know, they're evolving around each other. Not saying that every conversation has to be that way, but it's, you know, it's just something missing. I know you guys get it. You're Scorpio, so, but I have like Scorpio stellium, so especially with my Venus being there, it still makes me desire deep connections. So I feel like you guys are feeling maybe something isn't deep enough or something is too surface for you. Maybe out of those 4 things I named, you know, certain things are more important than the others. I don't know what you feel out of the 4 that I named would be most important to you. Sometimes I do that. I'm like, what do I absolutely need to, like, if I had to sacrifice one thing out of the 4, what would it be? It's like, I know for sure I got to have an emotional connection. I've got to have a physical connection. I've got to have an intellectual connection. That leaves spirituality. You know, like, it's like, which one am I willing to let go of? You know, so I don't know if you're in a dilemma where you feel like that. But whatever the case is, it looks like, looking at these cards, it looks like you want the emotional part. And even if you are making these connections, it's lacking in emotion, and it's like, I can't do this. So you are closing, you know, cycles out with people and deciding to move on. Even if you're already in a relationship, you might feel trapped or smothered at this point. And you're like, I need to get out of this. I'm so sad. I'm not happy anymore. And I feel like maybe you guys have outgrown that connection. Maybe you learned the karmic lesson that you needed to learn with this person. And once that happens, it's like, yes, move on. So the world is about coming to some sort of completion. And I feel that once you move on, I see you letting go of something, and you're going to be able to breathe. Even if you felt like there's someone specific that you wanted to hear from, I do see eventually there's going to be some sort of communication. So you're going to receive an answer or a response, which in turn gives you clarity about what direction you are ready to go in. So I feel like you guys are going to be starting a new chapter in your life, at least by the end of the month. You guys are going to be starting a new chapter. Yeah. Time to close out one cycle and start another. So I'm going to go ahead and end it there. I hope the message has resonated, but feel free to leave your comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Many blessings to you.